Hello everyone, my name is Gina Kesi from second year BSc Optometry. I am basically from Christian group of college. Today me and my friend Apana is going to explain about the anisometropia. So let's go through the topic. Before knowing about the definition of anisometropia, first of all we should know about the isometropia. And isometropia means it is an optical state. So optical state of a total reflection in both eyes are equal, and anisometropia, it is just opposite to that of isometropia. So anisometropia means total reflection in both eyes are unequal. Go through the example of anisometropia. And in anisometropia, we should take right eye and left eye. And in right eye there is 20 diopter, and in left eye there is 21 diopter. We know that the visual power in both eyes is unequal. So here is the difference of is 1 diopter, and it causes the 2% in the size of retinal image. And if we have 2.5 diopter, then it causes 5% of retinal image. And if we have 3 diopter, then it causes 6% of retinal image. The etiology of anisometropia. In etiology, it is of 2 types. One is congenital and another one is acquired. And in congenital, there is a different growth in both eyes. Different growth. In acquired, there is implantation, causes implantation of IOL of wrong power trauma change with is in trauma. If we got injured in one eyes and their visual power is 6/36 and 6/8. If we got injured in one eye and we know that the visual power is less in that eye, so there is an unequal reflection in both eyes. And now let's go through the topic of classification of anisometropia. It is of 2 types. One is absolute, and another is relative. In absolute anisometropia, the reflection power of both eyes is unequal, and in relative reflection power in both eyes is equal, but there will be the difference in axial length. And in relative anisometropia, it has a clear retinal image but different size in a retinal image. Now let's go through the topic of clinical types of anisometropia. In clinical types, there is 6 types of anisometropia. One is simple, compound, mixed astigmatism, simple astigmatism, and compound astigmatism. In simple anisometropia, one eye is normal, and another eye may be hyperope or myope. And in compound anisometropia, both eyes may be hyperope or myope, but they have an unequal refractive error. Just like, for example, if we have one eye minus 1.50 diopter, then other may be the 0.75 diopter. And in mixed anisometropia, one eye may be myope and other eye may be hyperope. In this mixed anisometropia, one eye may be the minus 1.50 diopter and other eye may be the plus 1.50 diopter. They didn't have any unequal degree. And in simple astigmatism, we should know that one eye is always be normal and other eyes may be the hyperope and myope. And may be normal and other eye may be hyperope or myope. And in mixed astigmatism, one eye may be hyperope and other eye may be myope. And in compound astigmatism, both eyes may be hyperope or myope, but they have a unequal degree and no both eye has a different refractive error, and they can't focus in a single point. They can either focus in front of retina also and can focus behind the retina also. That is a hyperope and a myope. And if some ray of a light can be focused in front of behind the retina in right eyes, and some rays of a light can be focused in front of a retina in left eye, then this have a low binocular vision. And in uniocular vision, if some eyes is normal and another eyes maybe have a refractive error, this eyes can be suppressed and can develop a anisometropic amblyopia, that is lazy eye. And in alternative vision, if one eye is hyperope and other eyes is myope, then if they want to see a distant object, then they can use the eye with hyperope, and if they want to see the near object, then they can use eye with myope. And in this case, the patient can feel comfort. So
Hi friends, I am Aparna. We completed etiology and types of anisometropia. People who have normal vision can have up to 5% difference in refractive power of each eye. However, those with a 5 to 20% difference may experience uneven vision. The main causes of anisometropia include hypermetropic in childhood, myopic in adolescent, unilateral cataract surgery, and some corneal diseases. Now we are going to the symptoms of anisometropia. People who are suffer from anisometropia are often asymptomatic. Others people may experience more serious symptoms. Amblyopia is the one of the symptom of anisometropia. It is also known as lazy eye, and impaired or dim vision without a change in the eye is known as amblyopia. Next one is strabismus. Strabismus is also known as crossed eye, and it is the problem with the eye alignment. The both eye do not look at the same place at the same time is known as the strabismus. Next one is diplopia. Diplopia is the double vision. And the results include the patients may feel eye strain, headache, nausea, light sensitivity, dizziness, and tiredness. We complete causes and symptoms of anisometropia. Anisometropia we can diagnose through retinoscopic examination, binocular vision test, cycloplegic refraction and visual acuity test. In binocular vision test, we include friend test and Wattsford dot test. Now we are going to the treatment of anisometropia. With glasses and lens we can treat an anisometropia. Surgically also we can treat anisometropia. Intraocular lens implantation for aphakic patient and refractive corneal surgery for astigmatic, hypermetropic and myopic patient. And we can treat it like this. And we complete the topic of anisometropia. Thank you.